means causing all kinds of fraud and all kinds of siphoning of the money and causing the loss. Microsoft have been working on these fraudulent call centers for a very long time. We talk about months and months of investigations to track them down. And we felt it was our responsibility and accountability that as a private company, as a commercial for-profit company, we cannot sit on the sidelines and let these call centers commit all kinds of crime and harm, because that leads to distrust in technology. And shutting them down was one of the largest ever done in the history anywhere else. When you look at some of the startling data, it tells us how acute the situation is. If you look at simply 150 personnel, over 100,000 people, look at the conviction rate and the pendency of the cases, right? And look at from India point of view, 98% of these fraudulent calls originating from India, targeting Australians, English, targeting New Zealanders, targeting Singapore, US, and committing all kinds of fraud. Just imagine the reputation risk that it has, but also the risks to people trusting their devices and technology and saying, do I trust internet? Do I trust my computers to protect me? And it was that ability for us as a company to say we need to step in. Otherwise, computer users will not have the wherewithal to protect themselves. And even law enforcement agencies alone cannot fight this guy. So it is about the accountability that we believe comes with technology disruption. So when you have the disruption and the transformation opportunity, it's a responsibility to provide reliable technology, safe technology, but also we believe it's also the accountability to protect the platform. So when we think of cloud and the disruption and the opportunities it provides, and I don't have to repeat anything because you've heard in the last 2 days just the sheer opportunity, and we're only beginning to scratch the surface. What it is about is the cloud. When we say when moving from on-prem, people are not using their own servers, they're using public cloud services remotely. Can it be trusted? Can it be a good cloud, which takes into account the trust element of it? Can it be responsible cloud, and can it be inclusive cloud? So as a company, as a mission-driven company, we always think of is technology also doing the good as compared to benefiting, as compared to providing solutions, as compared to enhancing business and services. So that's why we believe the cloud has to be trusted. And we all, in terms of what trust means, we all believe that our data should be protected. No matter how much we share today in this world of interconnectedness, interconnected devices and social media, inherently we all want our data to be private, more particularly the business data. We also would want that the services are secure at a hyperscale level. It should have defense in depth, it should have deep intelligence, and it should be able to help users recover and help users stay secure. We also need international cybersecurity norms as cybercrime goes transnational. And we all understand that today it's no longer just the case of cyber criminals playing in this space. Of course, those have become very sophisticated. We also see activists, we also see nation states getting into this age of cybercrime. And they're transnational. Someone in Ukraine can attack someone in Thailand, or someone sitting in Iran can attack someone in the US. How do you really bring them to justice? How do you prevent the harm? So we need international cybersecurity norms that I touch upon. And of course, can cloud prevent modern cyber attacks, which are very, very sophisticated, which are very deep. You can never see them, that they've come in, that they've intruded, that the data has been lost. It is no longer the simple case of entering through firewalls or through AV. They can come from any point of time. It can come through infrastructure, it can come through emails, it can come through anything which touches your infrastructure, your network. So when you think of security as an example of trusted cloud, we as a company are not a security vendor kind of a company. But security is the foundational aspect of, are we delivering a secure technology? And we believe security has to undergo a tremendous change in terms of how traditionally we have been consuming technology through antivirus and firewalls to deep intelligence. Our ability to get intelligence from the global sensors that we have is just tremendous, it's unparalleled. So we need to harness intelligence. Without intelligence, you can never really build a platform which can detect, respond, and protect the environment you're operating on. So in a platform level, we believe that security has to be built in. And we are breaking through the past ways in which security was enabled was through, let's have bolt-on. Like you have an application, you start to buy security application on top of each other, and you think you want to really manage security that way. That is absolutely not working today. For us, security has to be built in, deep inside the platform, enabled by deep intelligence, which is continuously coming through cloud, and we need partnerships. Microsoft alone cannot deliver security unless we have strong partnerships. That partnership with security vendors, partnership with our customers who share tremendous intelligence to us. It is with governments who are looking to tackle cybercrime and go after organized crime. And of course, we're looking at researchers who can partner with us. So our unique approach is 360 degree. And just to give you an example of what platform security looks like, we have to look in terms of 360 review of what security should deliver to our customers. From physical security, where we have to protect the environment in which security operations are being running, to operational security, where we have to continuously test our system. Red team, blue team penetration testing, we have to keep everything updated in the cloud. And of course, we have thousands of security professionals working in it. That information may not be, you may not have heard of it, but we have a $1 billion R&D every year going into security research. And that is what makes cybersecurity a #1 priority. No matter which services, no matter which product we're talking about, it should come built in. And with that level of investments going in, we believe we are bringing a foundational security to the customers, so they can absolutely stay confident about the service they're running. And largely it's about giving controls to the customer, their ability to decide what controls they would want, which data they would want to encrypt, and what level of encryption do they want, and so on and so forth, so they can respond much faster to the issues. When you think of creating cybersecurity norms, we as a company believe that we need to step into the global cybersecurity norm discussion. Today, we all have national laws. Are they really serving the purpose? We have law enforcement agencies, cyber cells across the world of different nature and kind. Are they really able to tackle the crime? We need a collective decision making at the global scale. And we're propagating Digital Geneva Convention, where we want countries to adopt norms that if it ever comes to cyber offensive, they will not attack civilian infrastructure. They will not disrupt businesses, private businesses. They will have certain pledge, they will have certain commitment that they will not disrupt common lives and businesses that they run. And we also then believe that technology companies have a role to play, that when they are working with governments, they should not be involved in making offensive cyber weapons, which can disrupt common lives, can impact people in a big way. While defense is something which we all should contribute towards in building defenses that prevents the crime, and we're looking at industry tech accord, where companies come and sign up and says, yes, we understand our responsibility. As government understand their responsibility not to target civilians and civilian infrastructure, we understand that we will not assist in propagating those kind of cyber offense. We need these norms. These are just the beginning of a new era where every government needs to think through what role they are playing as nation states start to invest in cyber weapons, and they start to in offense and defense and offense areas. So again, this is something, a big charter that we have committed towards, and we are bringing a lot of like-minded governments and partners together. So when we think of what responsible cloud should mean, it should not only serve small, medium, all kinds of businesses, but I think it should also need to be responsible towards human rights, public safety, online exploitation, and technology frauds, including environmental sustainability. We believe our cloud services have the least carbon footprint, because we're using renewable energy in the hydro space, solar energy, harvesting wind energy to keep the data centers running without really causing any loss to the fuel environment. And then of course the ethical artificial intelligence, which I will speak about later in the day. So you look at an example of a responsible cloud, I want to briefly introduce you to Digital Crimes Unit in Microsoft. This is one of the unique divisions which you may not find in any other tech company. And the reason it was created was that Microsoft felt it is our responsibility, it is our accountability to tackle cybercrime. We cannot simply rely on governments. And you all will appreciate how law enforcement, they may have the power to enforce, but they lack digital intelligence. They lack the tools. And they need our help, and that is what the public-private partnership is all about, to create safer digital world. DCU has been there for many years. It is not a recent, this was created out of Bill Gates' vision of trustworthy computing. And we had to step in this space and invest in this space to keep people from harm, disrupt cybercriminal networks. And we worked with FBI, we worked with Europol, Interpol, Indian law enforcement, UK police, and so many other agencies who have worked with us to tackle enforcement, even tackle online child exploitation, which is sexual abuse of children, which is on the rise. And we have built technology solutions for law enforcement to scan images and map them so that the perpetrators can be apprehended and they can be found no matter where they are. You would have heard of photo DNA, a big part of our initiatives. That's I already spoke of. So this is just an example of what is powering DCU. The reason I'm showing this is, it is cloud. The intelligence that we build in the cloud, the tools that we use to do attribution as to where these criminals may be hiding. We can look at data analytics. We're using machine learning, stream analytics to really see the malware threats coming in, and we can pinpoint the law enforcement to, you should go to Ukraine in this place, or you should go to Thailand, that's where the criminals are attacking, that's where the servers are, or the control servers are. So we're using a lot of cloud to disrupt cybercrime. And we believe that is the hope that we have, that someday we will bring some deterrence to these criminals, that they cannot sit in safe havens and think they can attack anybody, anywhere, and they will not be brought to justice. Many of the operations that we have done, the criminals are sitting in US jails and some other jails. But without the power of the cloud, we would not have visualized the data on the threats, and we would not have identified their control servers. When we think of inclusive cloud, it is about the cloud has to serve everybody. That is where the level playing field comes in from the traditional solutions, which were all on-prem based, and the cost of those solutions versus when you have a cloud which is ubiquitous and which can be accessible from any part of the world, and you have a credit card and you can just go and access the power of the cloud, just like a large corporation to a small enterprise. We want to make sure that it's serving all sections of the society. We're looking at, what about healthcare delivery? And you saw Anil Bansali clearly espousing how AI can change the way healthcare is delivered. Looking at skilling, looking at digital literacy. We're looking at serving the people with disabilities. This tremendous demo which Shri did yesterday morning, which just shows the power of empowering every person and every organization on the planet to achieve more. And then supporting every business, from a startup to a large organization. And I want to run a video to really reflect on what inclusive cloud looks like.
This is more than our mission statement. This is our mission. It's a promise we make, not just to our customers, but to ourselves. A promise that doesn't see where you come from.
People laugh whenever I read sometimes.
It's a bridge to where you're going.
So many times someone will send me a picture of something that I cannot understand.
It doesn't see obstacles.
I tend to kind of just avoid doing sketching and writing now.
It's a ladder to climb over them.
She said, if you're gonna make me get a prom, I'm gonna build myself a dancing wheelchair.
Because our promise doesn't see limitation. It's a spark that helps us shine. We build technology that empowers each and every one of us.
It counteracts the tremors you get from Parkinson's.
Oh my God.
With the adaptive controller, I can use larger buttons that are easier to press and reach.
We build technology that can change how we see the world.
It's easy to focus on. I want to read every book in here.
How we hear it. touch it. And more importantly, how it touches us.
They wanted to help my daughter because they saw potential.
Because when we empower each of us, we empower all of us.
So our mission is that if the cloud technology and the power of AI, the power of analytics, the power of the cloud in itself, if it cannot serve the issues of the humans, if it cannot serve the issues of society, it is not a true cloud power that is bringing the impact. So we cannot leave anybody behind when we think of the new age of technology that we are in. And that leads to, from cloud for global good, it is about AI, which is now shaping up our solutions and our ability to process data at a speed never thought before, and the insights are incredible. But even AI has to have a component of, is it for good? Can it do good beyond solving the business challenges that we talk about? Can it contribute to the issues which Earth is facing, on the climate issues, biodiversity, water resources issues that we are facing? Can it look at the issues faced by humans in terms of refugees, in terms of disaster relief? Or can it cater to the needs of the disability? We have 1 billion people around the world which have some form of disability. Can it serve that community? And I want to, at this point, call Balaji Ramesh from E3 to come on the stage and talk about what they are doing in the space of AI for Earth. Balaji Ramesh, please come on.
Hello, I am Balaji from E3, Chicago for Research in Ecology and Environment. E3 is a global non-profit organization where we work on interdisciplinary research to provide policies and to practice towards conservation and biodiversity. In E3, we do research on biodiversity, climate change, environment and other issues. Our main aim is to solve issues that are related to biodiversity and within the human community. For example, you can take the things that affect the ecosystem affects the humans, like diseases like KFD, and the places where humans starts to exploit natural resources. So it's a place where researchers from different domains like hydrologists, environmentalists come together with people